Hey everyone, if you enjoy my stories and want to see more content like this, please consider subscribing to my channel. I'd love to have you join the community. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to stay up to date on my latest videos. It was a drizzly Wednesday in late October, the kind of evening in Richmond where the Thames seems to vanish into the mist and the streets shrink into whispers. Tom, my son, dropped me at a neat, unassuming hotel near the river. The check-in was smooth, but his goodbye felt abrupt, like he was distancing himself from something unspoken. His in-laws, the Patels, were hosting a family dinner, they'd said. I wondered why the sudden hospitality. Exactly 1 hour after I settled in, the knock came. Mr. Patel, polished in a navy suit, and Mrs. Patel, poised in a midnight blue sari, entered with an air of careful courtesy. We sat in the hotel's sterile lounge, the fluorescent lights making everything feel clinical. They began with apologies. "We hope you're comfortable," before the pivot. "We think it's best if Tom and you consider a divorce." The words landed like a cold draft. I asked why. Why now? Why here in this neutral space? They leaned into cultural adjustments, Tom's rising career in finance, the subtle pressure of living between two worlds. They painted me as a variable they couldn't quite fit into their vision of Tom's successful life, a blend of tradition and ambition. No venom, maybe, just a fear of the unfamiliar, of losing control over the narrative they'd written for him. I probed gently. Had Tom agreed to this? They hesitated, saying he was struggling, caught between loyalties, and they wanted to spare him pain. I felt a sting, realizing they saw me as an obstacle. But I didn't confront them. I asked to see Tom, to hear it from him. The next day, Tom and I met at a tiny cafe in Kew Gardens, the trees outside dripping with rain, the air thick with uncertainty. He looked like a man torn in two, his eyes avoiding mine. I took his hands, the way I used to when he was a boy, and asked him to strip it all bare, to tell me what he wanted, not what anyone else did. He whispered of sleepless nights, of feeling fractured between his parents' pride and the quiet love we'd built, of wanting to make them proud without losing himself. We didn't make grand declarations. We cried, laughed awkwardly, and agreed on tiny, stubborn acts of defiance, to seek counseling, to tell the Patels no with kindness but firmness, to protect our messy, lovely mess. Over weeks, the Patels eased their grip, sensing our quiet unity. Tom started speaking up, learning to say, "This is us too." We stumbled, adjusted, found a new kind of strength in the cracks. The divorce talk faded, replaced by raw conversations about identity, about love as a choice, about the spaces between cultures. The Thames still flowed, gray and indifferent to our drama, but in our corner, the air grew clearer. We learned that sometimes the hardest love is the one you fight for, not the one that comes easy. Want to explore a particular part more, like how Tom's journey unfolds, or the emotional toll of it all? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.